Very good evening to all of you, and I welcome to every single person. This is your trainer Muhammad Akbar, and this video is going to be very killer if you are very interested, because a lot of contents after reading and watching a lot of contents I'm here. So I'm back with another lesson that is going to be, and one thing I want you to be master and speaking especially. That's why I'm here. So my dear, if you need credibility and profitability or independability, so make sure you don't miss any single moment of this video, because it is about for you. So without wasting the time, let's get ball rolling. So what is the lesson of the day? Today's lesson is about what is present indefinite. A lot of people, and even I, used to make a lot of wrong sentence in present indefinite because I was not too much sure. So I want you to learn something very deeply and very credibly, that is make your sense, that can make your conversation very strong and very understandable and very comprehensible. If you need, so obviously you need to watch, do not miss. And how to use present indefinite, and how to avoid the very common mistake we always make in when we are supposed to use present indefinite. So my dear, we use present indefinite when something is daily routine, or something is habits of the human beings, or universal fact of the world, and fourth one is permanent situations. Let's start with the habits. What is the habit? What is our habits? We have a lot of habit, and some of habits can be good, or some of habits can be wrong and false. We should categorize the habits. The good habits, like we study, we wash the hand before eating anything else, okay, or we do exercise, it is my habit, or we walk in the morning time every day, it is my habit. And a lot of habits we have, we eat biryani, we eat pizza. So a lot of habits, that is the good habits. And obviously, as a human being, some of things that's become very injurious, we call them, that is bad habits, like taking the liquor. For some of people it's become the bad habits, or even it is very injurious, it's very harmful, that is very haunted for the health and for the future, for your life, that you are going to kill your life, get it, that is going to damage yourself, that is going to hit yourself very powerfully and massively. And a lot of habits, like you can say, flirting with the girls, it is a bad habit. You're consuming a lot of time in the phone and watching a lot of watching the television, it is bad habits according to Islam. And a lot of habits we have. So when you do, like suppose if I say watch the television, okay, so watching the television, it is my habit, because I do the thing on the regular basis, like today, tomorrow, after tomorrow, or next week, and next month. It means the habits of watching the television, it is going on, because it is my habit. Every day, every time when we realize that I need to watch the television, so I'll watch. Or the good habits, like you can say, I wash the teeth, I take the shower every day. Taking the shower, some of people, it is the habit activities for them, it is the daily activities, or it is habits for taking the shower for them. So it might be possible people are taking the shower every day or 2 times in a day. Their requirement of the body, they are taking the shower. So taking the shower, it must be our habits. So it is about the habits. And the second one, I told you that daily routine, okay, like everybody has some certain areas, certain activities in a day. Every one of us follow the activities, follow the daily routine. Like suppose we wake up in the morning before sun rises, or we go to the office, we go to school, or marketplace, and go for anything else, go for the work, go for the buying something from the market, and to prepare something for the families, for the every one of them. So it is our daily routine activities. Everybody has, like, you are the jobless, or you are like hardworking person, or you have some job. So everybody has some certain activities that is called daily activities. Our life is full of the activities. Everybody has some activities, some certain work, some certain responsibilities, so it is our daily routine. And the third one is the universal fact of the world. What is the universal fact? We can see a lot of thing around us is happening, is going on, and it is happening since creating the world until the end of the world. It is going on. I believe on that. Like, suppose you can take the example of sun rises from the east, and every day the sun sets in west. So it is the universal fact. Nobody can deny that, nobody can reject that, nobody can delay the acceptance of the sunset. So it is a universal fact. Nobody can deny, nobody can condemn them. I cannot. If you are seeing that, I cannot accept that at all. So it is your misunderstanding about the fact of the world. So it is our universal fact. Okay, you can take more example, like the example 2 plus 2 is equal 4. Everybody can understand 2 plus 2 is equal 4. It is a universal fact. Like, if suppose you can take more example, if you beat me, or if you beat anyone, so they can feel pain, because beating somebody, it is going to harm them physically. Some of people, they are very powerful, they are very mature, they are very they have a lot of strength physically. They cannot feel as painful as that normal human being can feel the pain. So according to person, according to strength of the people, according to power of the human beings, everybody must feel the pain of hurting. Okay, it is the universal fact. And the last one is permanent situations. What is a permanent situation? Oh my dear, a lot of people, they are saying that you can take the example of permanent situation. If something is permanent, like if I say I live in Kolkata, and many of you are living in different state of India and different places and different countries. So where you are living, you must say, you have to make the sentence, you should perform the sentence in the present indefinite, because living in some certain area, it is a permanent situation, it's a permanent place. Like if I'm saying I am living in Kolkata, so this sentence is not right. Like, where I'm living, like I'm living in Kolkata, it is my native place, it is my birthplace, it is my ancestral home, it is my residential area. I live here. I was living here since my childhood. So it becomes our birthplace, it becomes our home, it becomes our residential area. I always live here. So we are not supposed to say I am living in Kolkata. We should make the sentence I live in Kolkata. Okay, if you are saying I am living in Kolkata, it means, if you say that, people can understand that you are living here for a study purpose, for the work purpose, for meeting purpose, for anything works. It is a very emergency for you, it is very required for you to be here, to do something, to be in some certain places. After that, after completing the course and education and your work, you must leave the place. So people can understand like that you are not living here permanently. But if you are living somewhere, whether you are living in Canada, you are living in Australia, you are living in England, you are living in America, in India, or any country, you must say I live in Kolkata, because it is our permanent situations. Okay, I hope that you got to know what I was trying to put over here in your mind. Okay, that is the first segment of my talk, and the second segment of my talk, it is going to about what is our subject. Like suppose we must categorize our subject. We have three types of the person. First is the first person, and second one is the second person, and third one is the third person. Okay, third person. We have third kind of three types of the parties in the sentence. Like what is the first person? First person, the person who is speaking. Like I am speaking, so I must be our first person, because I am only the person who is speaking right now. So I is here is a first person. Okay, what is our second person? Second person, whom I'm talking to. There is one person, like there are you people are sitting here. So a lot of people are here who are next to me, and I'm talking to them. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to my friends. I'm talking to person who is around me. I'm talking to them directly. I'm communicating with them directly. So it must be our second person, because I'm talking to you directly. You are my second person. And what are the third person and third parties in our sentence? Third person, I must say, whom we are talking about. Like a lot of situation, the person who is not active, who is not a pair, you are talking about someone. Okay, you and me are talking about, about Khalid. So Khalid is not here. Okay, Khalid is not here. So Khalid must be our third person, third parties, which is in our sentence, whom we are talking about. Okay, it must be our third person. Okay, I hope that you got to know what is the first person in a sentence and second person. And the second thing we need to categorize, we have two types of the subject. Okay, first is a singular and second one is a plural. So if the subject is the singular, so according to subject we need to treat the sentence like that. If the subject is a plural, so we need to perform the sentence according to our subject. That is the plural. Okay, so what is the plural form? I, you, they, or we. That is a plural. Okay, the subject is a plural. Okay, if the subject is a singular, like he, she, it, so it is a singular form. So according to subject, we need to perform the verb on the basis of our subject. Okay, so that is the plural form, and that is the plural and singular of the subject. How to use the present indefinite tense. Okay, it is very tricky, it is very challenging to use initial when you are like learner, when you are newcomer. Okay, so we need to understand the rules of the sentence, whether it is in a singular form or in plural form, and we need to understand each and everything separately, like how to use if the subject is the singular or the sentence is negative and interrogative and positive. Okay, let's start with the plural form. Okay, if the subject is plural or the sentence is a positive, so we need to use first subject, and then we need to use verb, and then we need to use object. Okay, you can take the example, I play guitar. Okay, it is my sentence. I play guitar. So it might be possible I play the guitar. It could be our daily routine, or it could be our habits. Okay, that's simple. You need to understand, you need to comprehend the making of the sentence, the structure of the sentence. First we need to use subject, and then we need to use verb, and we need to use object. That is very simple. If the subject is the plural, or sentence is positive. Okay, and the same time, if the sentence is negative, so how to use? Okay, subject is a plural or sentence is negative, so we need to use first subject, and we need to add do not, and then we need to use verb, and then we need to use object. It is the formation, it is the rule of the present indefinite in negative form. Okay, so what should I say? I do not play the guitar. I do not play the guitar. So it might be possible playing the guitar, it is not my habit, or it is not my daily routine. It is not the permanent situation for me. So easy. And the second example, I drive the car. I drive the car. It is a positive sentence. If you want to make it in a negative sentence, so you should say I do not drive the car in highway. Driving the car in highway, it is not my habits. It is not. I'm not in the habit of driving the car in highway, or even it is not my daily routine, because I don't know how to drive the car. This is not my job. It is not my job. It is not my duties. So it is the negative. And if you want to make the sentence in a negative, interrogative, if you want to ask the question to the someone, okay, how to make the sentence in interrogative, you should say, do you drive the car in highway? Okay, you can ask the question, do you drive the car? Do you play the guitar? Do you play the guitar? It is our interrogative form. Because here I am asking the question to someone. I am asking the question to you. Do you drive the car? So it is the plural form. How to make the sentence in with singular form. It's just a little bit tricky. It is a little bit tricky how to make the sentence. Okay. First, if the subject is singular, and sentence is positive, so we need to use first subject, and then we have to use verb. Or the main part of the sentence, we need to put s or es, and then we have to use object. Where we need to use s or es, we have to put s or es and of the verb. And that is the very biggest question, where we need to use s or where we should not use es. That's the question. Okay, the question is very easy, and I'll give you the points where you should put es, where you should use only the s. Okay, if the verb is ending with o, x, z, s, ch, or sh. Okay, if any verb is ending with these words, so we need to put es the end of the verb, at the end of the verb. Okay, we need to use only es at the end of the verb if the verb is ending with o, x, z, s, ch, or sh. That's simple. Otherwise, you should use only s. Like you can take the example of in a both condition. Okay, like where you should use like wash. Okay, wash is ending with sh, so we need to use es, washish. It becomes washish. Okay, you can take the example of watch. Okay, watch the television. Okay, it is ending with ch, so we need to use es. Or you can take the example of do. Okay, do is ending with o. Okay, do is ending with o, so we need to use es. And you can take the example go is ending with o, so you need to put es at the end of the verb. Okay, that's very simple. If you do not finding any one of them, so we need to use only s. Like take the example, let's have some examples like play, or sleep, or speak, or run. Okay. So that is the form of that is the simple thing. Okay, how to make the sentence? If the subject is a singular or sentence is positive, so we need to use first subject, and then we need to use verb and s or es, and then we have to use object. That's simple. Let's make some examples. She loves me. Okay, she loves me. So loving you, it is habit for her. Okay, and next example you can take, that is he goes to the marketplace. Okay, he goes to the marketplace. Okay, if the sentence is the sentence is negative. Okay, if the sentence is negative, so we need to use first subject, and then we have to use does not, and then we have to use object. Sentence is completed. And here in a negative form or in interrogative form, you don't need to change anything else in a main verb, because already we have changed does not. We have put it does not. Okay, so after that we don't need to change, we don't need to rectify anything else in our main verb. In a positive sentence we need to do only, otherwise we don't need to touch our main verb. Okay, so the sentence, you can take the example of she does not come here. It is the example, she does not come here. Okay, she does not come here. It might be possible it is for her daily routine or habit not to come here, so it is a negative form. And the second example, he does not know anything else about me, so it is a negative form. Okay, if the sentence is interrogative, okay, if the sentence is interrogative, so we need to use first does, and then we have to use subject, and then we have to use main verb, and then object. Our sentence is completed. Okay, you can ask the question, does she like pizza? Does she like pizza? Okay, or does he like ice cream? Does he like ice cream? So it is a question to ask someone. It is question to ask someone to know about someone's perception and someone interest to take the pizza or burger and ask him anything else. So I hope that you have enjoyed a lot, and I'm giving a lot of example in the context of the singular and the plural form. Okay, let's start. I drive the car in highway. I do not drive the car in a highway. Do I drive the car in a highway? Okay, that's easy. Okay, let's take more examples. Okay, I shoot the video for YouTube channel. I do not shoot the video for YouTube channel. Do you shoot the video for YouTube channel? That is simple. Okay, let's make the sentence with singular form. She writes the letter for the school. She does not write the letter for me. Does she write the letter for me? That's simple. Okay, let's take more examples. She sleeps every day in that place. She does not sleep every day in that place. Does she sleep in the permanent place every day? That's simple. Okay, I hope that you have enjoyed a lot. If you need credibility, profitability, or independability, you need to practice, you need to follow, you need to do rehearsal in order to be master in speaking, in order to be very productive, in order to be very persuasive and very impressive. Okay, you need to practice, and if you have enjoyed, so you need to do one thing. You need to like the channel, like the videos, or subscribe my channel and click on bell icon. Make sure you will do that. And this is the time to say each other Assalamu alaikum. Goodbye till then. Take care.